Hat 2.0. Maiv said I got it. Here we go. Hysteric Party. That's what I'm talking about. You can summon back every single Harpy lady in your graveyard. And guess what happens to be in his graveyard? That's right. Harpy Channeler, Harpy Queen, and Harpy Dancer. Welcome to Fantasia, home of the Melodious. My name's Azallea, and today, gonna be bringing you guys a little stream highlight. So this highlight was actually taken as an excerpt from last week's stream. If you guys want to tune into future live streams, I go live every Saturday at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time on YouTube, so come join in on the fun. But anyway, without any further ado, let's just jump right into this, and I'll see you guys at the end of the video. Maiv versus SuViSaK. Let's go! It's a lot of V's, but hey, it's fine. Rock, paper, scissors coming out. We'll see who comes out on top. Looks like Maiv is going first. So, Maiv, show us what you got, man. Let's hope it's gonna be something cool. I actually don't know where Maiv is. I think Maiv is here, right in front of us right here. Playing a 50 card deck. Quite unusual, quite the unusual number to go for, but hey, it's fine. We have 2 set cards immediately onto his side of the field. Don't know if he's going to set more, if he's just going to play some card demise or whatever, but hey, you know what? Oh my god. It's Harpies. Harpy Dancer being normal summoned to his side of the field. Swallow's Nest gonna go ahead and send Harpy Dancer to the graveyard. Look at that phenomenal artwork. Rest in peace artwork censored by the TCG. Ugh. The oppressive TCG regime, man. Alright, Harpy Channeler being summoned out from the deck. Channeler gonna go ahead, discard Queen, and gets met by the Effect Veiler. Ugh. That has got to hurt. The -1 from the Swallow's Nest and the second -1 from the Channeler. Yikes, that's not good, the Effect Veiler. But hey, Harpies do have a trump card, and he might have it set into his back row, so it might not be over for Maiv just yet. SuViSaK's turn now. It's his time to shine. He's gonna go ahead and activate Gallus the Star Beast. SuViSaK, what are you doing, man? You ride that mainstream hype. Gonna go ahead and activate Gallus. Goes ahead, excavates a drone lockbird, but that's fine. Gallus goes ahead and special summons himself out to the field. Acting as a level 3 monster, you know, it's Earth. It's potentially used for like Maturia Beast and stuff. Kinda nice, kinda cool, right? Just puts another monster on the field for like link summons and stuff too. Fairy Tale Snow being normal summoned here. Gonna target Harpy Channeler and put her face down. Not really sure why, but oh my god, the artifact ignition, the actual full-fledged artifact engine. It's been so long since I've seen Ignition played. Ignition targeting Scythe, blowing it up, setting Moral Attack to his side of the field. Gonna go ahead and summon Scythe out. Scythe says nah to the extra deck. Ugh, regretting using that Fairy Tale Snow just a little bit there. Maybe, perhaps. Okay, but Harpy Channeler is going to get destroyed by the attack of the Fairy Tale Snow. He knows that there's nothing to fear because the only back row is the Moral Attack. There's nothing to chain, nothing to disrupt. All he can do is just not access the extra deck. It's fine. He can still attack. But 2200 attack Artifact Scythe still on the field. Can potentially run over the Fairy Tale Snow. SuViSaK doesn't have enough cards in his graveyard or anything to really just kind of banish to get it back, so hey, potentially deal some damage, unless of course he's just afraid of Gallus the Starbird doing something, or Star Beast, not Bird. Although they both have wings, so I guess that's okay. Maiv though, gonna go ahead, just set the card that he drew and put it into his back row right behind Scythe, and then gonna go ahead, declare an attack, and gonna attack into... which one? Oh, there we go. Destroyed Gallus the Star Beast. Okay, so he left the Fairy Tale Snow on the field, which I guess is fine, although rank 4s are kind of scary, but hey, we're in Link format now. Who plays XYZs anymore, am I right? So, Fairy Tale Snow, still just kind of chilling there. Still don't really know what SuViSaK is playing. Phoenix Rhino Warrior. Okay, I have an idea, and it might be Burning Abyss, because Gallus the Starbird's level 3, and Cherubini is also just requires level 3 monsters. Phoenix Rhino Warrior, Fairy Tale Snow, if it gets milled, right? Can get sent with Beatrice and stuff like that. You have hand traps. have a bunch of stuff. Might be playing Light of Sekka Burning Abyss. Who knows at this point. But SuViSaK still has 3 cards left in hand. Unfortunately, he can't summon out any like Burning Abyss monsters or anything, because he kind of controls a monster that's not a Burning Abyss monster. But oh well. Gonna go ahead, link the Snow and the Phoenix Rhino Warrior into an Underclock Taker, and then Phoenix Rhino Warrior can go ahead and send a card from the deck to the graveyard. That's a Fiend, so probably can go ahead and send something like Skarm, can also send things like Farfa as well. Farfa can actually banish his own Underclock Taker, I believe, so that's a thing he could potentially do. It's all up to him and, well, what he decides to go with. There's a lot of options open up to him, especially if he actually is playing Burning Abyss. Like, I don't actually see any Burning Abyss cards, so he might not actually be doing that. But hey, that's just a hunch that I have. Alright, and there we go. We have Graf, Malebranche of the Burning Abyss, being sent to the graveyard with the Phoenix Rhino Warrior, and Graf is going to go ahead and summon out Skarm, potentially, from the deck. Or Farfa, actually. There's the Farfa. Okay, what's Farfa going to banish? Farfa's actually going to banish the Artifact Scythe on the opponent's side of the field. That does come back during the end phase, I hope you're aware, unless you can OTK, of course, but doesn't look like it. SuViSaK's just gonna go ahead and attack for 1,000 damage. Kind of weird that he didn't go for the Skarm. If he did, he could search a Tour Guide during the end phase, and for the next turn, he can get Tour Guide and normal summon it and do some stuffs, right? So that's potentially a thing. But hey, SuViSaK decided to go ahead and attack for 1,000 damage, and Artifact Scythe should be coming back during the end phase of the turn. So 2200 attack, and his opponent doesn't have any back rows, so he can just run over that Underclock Taker any day. Alright, so Maiv gonna go ahead and draw a card from the top of his deck, and just set it immediately to his back row. He's not playing any games here. He's afraid of that Trickstar Reincarnation, his opponent's back row. He's just like, nah, see this card I drew? Boom, into my back row. Gonna go ahead, use Artifact Scythe, attack into the Underclock Taker, but SuViSaK says, nah. Gonna go ahead and activate the Fairy Tale Snow in the graveyard. Has to banish 7 cards though. That's quite a steep cost. He does have a few things he can banish in his graveyard. Might not want to banish Graf. Could banish the Underclock Taker on his field too, but he also has to banish some cards in his hand, actually. There's no way he has enough cards. Unless, well, actually, he has 6 cards in his graveyard, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, indeed. He can banish the Underclock Taker, but more likely than not, he's going to banish something from his hand as well. He actually banished the Graf. Okay, he probably just didn't want that in circulation. He's like, nah, get this thing out of here, man. Quite curious that he actually just, what else did he banish? He banished another copy of Droll and Lockbird, okay, from his hand. Quite curious that he's not summoning Snow under the Underclock Taker, but oh, what is this? Are we playing like old school hat format? Maiv with the Trap Tricks Trap Hole Nightmare! Snow banished 7 cards for absolutely nothing! Oh man, Maiv pulling out the Trap Tricks Trap Hole Nightmare, the Trap Hole cards, the artifacts. Come on guys, this is hat format all over again. Except maybe this is hat. Maybe Maiv is playing hat. He's playing Harpies, Artifacts, and Trap Tricks. Harpy, Artifact, Trap Tricks. That's the new modern age hat, guys. That is what's happening right now. Artifact Scythe still sent on the field, 2200 attack beat stick, man. What is this? It's Hat 2.0. Maiv said I got it. Here we go. Hysteric Party. That's what I'm talking about. You can summon back every single Harpy lady in your graveyard, and guess what happens to be in his graveyard? That's right, Harpy Channeler, Harpy Queen, and Harpy Dancer. Now he has to be careful because Hysteric Party says that, well, if this card leaves the field, I have to destroy all those monsters, but it's okay, because Harpy Dancer can abuse that. So Harpy Dancer returns herself to the hand to just go ahead and act as fodder for that Harpy Channeler. Harpy Channeler can go ahead and summon Harpy's pet baby, or not Harpy's pet baby dragon, but the Harpy's pet dragon from the deck, but Ash Blossom says no. Denied yet again by a hand trap. SuViSaK seems to have a lot of those. Effect Veiler, double Drolls, and an Ash. But Hat 2.0 coming through, and oh man, look at this. Utopia is coming out, but with a twist, most likely, and we're probably going to see Utopia the Lightning come out as well. So there we go. Oh my god, the Utopia Prime. he's not playing around. Maiv wants to end this. Putting Utopia Prime means he can use Utopia Lightning's effect 2 times, which means SuViSaK has to be very careful to not put anything into attack mode that can be destroyed by Utopia Lightning, which is basically everything in this game, essentially. Anyway, so Utopia Lightning makes it so his opponent can't activate any cards or effects when it attacks, so it's a pretty good card. Now, Scythe is going to go ahead and attack Skarm. Alright, well that's fine. Skarm activates during the end phase, so he didn't need to attack it with Lightning to prevent any floating effects or anything anyway. Lightning is also really good at preventing Burning Abyss floating effects like Dante and stuff, so that is also something to potentially keep in mind. But 2500 to the face of SuViSaK, and Maiv is in a pretty good position right now. His Hysteric Party just kind of chilling there. Doesn't really do anything with it, has a Moral Talk that's still set to his side of the field. No disruption on his opponent's turn, but hey, that's completely fine. He has a Lightning, he has a Scythe. 2 pretty decent beat sticks on his side of the field, and finally SuViSaK gonna go ahead and search for that spicy Tour Guide, and the Tour Guides being normal summoned. So Tour Guide can go ahead and special summon 1 level 3 Fiend monster from his hand or his deck to his side of the field, but it has effects negated, and it can't be used for synchro material, but who cares about that, right? Who plays synchros nowadays? Okay, so Tour Guide gonna go ahead and summon the Seer from his deck. Looks like, you know, he's fueling up his graveyard yet again. Already 4 cards in there. Fairy Tale Snow could potentially be live in like the next turn or 2. Okay, so both of these monsters are being XYZ'd together. Uses materials to summon Dante, Traveler of the Burning Abyss. Now Dante can go ahead and mill some cards. Yes, this can fuel the Fairy Tale Snow. So Dante can go ahead and mill 3. This could potentially be bad because Fairy Tale Snow can flip that Utopia Lightning face down, which means that he can actually attack over it because it only has 2000 defense. Fiendish Rhino Warrior being hit along with Barbar and the Rescue Cat. This is looking like a very meta build of the. This is like the Neo New version of Burning Abyss versus the Neo New version of H.A.T. This is actually quite an interesting matchup. Alright, Barbar being activated, I don't think that's necessarily what you'd want to do. I think you want to save those cards in your graveyard for that Fairy Tale Snow, but hey, that's just my humble opinion as a non-Burning Abyss player. But anyway, oh, I see, that's why. Fiendish Rhino Warrior gonna go ahead, send that Farfa from the deck to the graveyard, and Farfa says, gonna get rid of all 4 materials on that Utopia the Lightning. Now that, ooh, that's gotta hurt. But Lightning does still come back, and his opponent still can't activate any effects when he attacks into the monster, so that's kind of good. He stopped floating effects. He still can't get over Dante, though. Dante has 2500 defense. Quite a beefy soldier that guy is, but Dante is able to attack over Artifact Scythe, which leaves Maiv in not such a great position. SuViSaK doesn't have any back row, only has 2 cards in his hand, but Maiv only has a Moral Talk to his side of the field, Lightning that's just returning, and whatever card he's going to draw next. Harpies don't really do too well with their top decks, and, well, having Chandler negated twice actually does kind of hurt because, you know, you kind of still have your Dragon in your deck, and you can't make any of the rank 7s that your deck is really based around. Harpies are really just a rank 4, rank 7 centric deck. But Maiv is thinking, he says, in chat, and who knows, maybe the card that he drew is gonna be something that's gonna turn the tables. But we'll have to wait and see. Now, it would be really nice if he did have another Hysteric Party, because then he just reborn all 3 of his monsters in the graveyard. Hysteric Party is like a Soul Charge, but on crack, essentially. It's really, really good. Okay, so Maiv just went ahead and set his card to his far right zone, face down, and passes turn back to SuViSaK. So SuViSaK is gonna go ahead and draw for his turn, has 3 cards in hand. Who knows what's gonna happen next? Oh my god, the Blackluster Soldier is being dropped to his side of the field. BLS banishing Snow, so Snow is not really a problem anymore, doesn't have to worry about him coming back. Dante gonna go ahead and mill 3 cards, milled the Elephant, the Sarvis, and another Blackluster Soldier. Probably could have saved that Fairy Tale Snow in his graveyard, didn't have to summon the BLS immediately. Probably should have milled with Dante first, then summon the BLS, but banishing the other copy of itself in the graveyard. Or the Sarvis potentially, and then have Fairy Tale Snow to be there to deal extra damage. Could potentially mean the difference between life and death in this scenario, but what we see here is BLS being summoned. We have Dante. Alright, that's fine. There's no Snow left to worry about for Maiv, but his Lightning is definitely going to die to this Blackluster Soldier. So, yeah, that's definitely a thing. Okay, that's 500 damage right there, and he's going to be able to attack again. So, going to go ahead, activate Blackluster Soldier's effect to go for a second attack, and there we go. Dante should be able to finish off things next turn. Not next turn, with the next attack. Yeah. Unless that card that Maiv just drew is something that can potentially help him. Yikes. Looks like both of them turned out to be artifacts. We know one was Moral Talk, and the other one he drew was probably something like Scythe as well. And that's going to be game. So that was actually a pretty good back and forth between Neo New Burning Abyss and Neo New H.A.T. Alright guys, thank you all so much for watching this video. I really do appreciate it. If you would like to stay updated on future live streams, make sure to follow me on Twitter or join my Discord server. Links to both will be in the description down below. And until next time, take care.